And I guess this brings us into another area there that is also one of those areas that gives you a lot of more depth and knowledge and insights into how your payroll system is performing, how you're actually performing there, and any issues you might be aware of or need to be aware of there. And it's really around the role of data and analytics in the payroll system.
For me, the HR and payroll data aspects are two faces of the same coin. And so my personal preference is to have that data sit in a single solution where you can really leverage the power of bringing those two data sets together. I don't feel that there's any point in analysing data just for data's sake. So the power of being able to tell a story around that payroll and HR data comes from really understanding what the business drivers are, understanding what the strategic objectives of the organisation is, and also what leaders within the organisation are looking for, to be able to understand what sort of data points you need to do a bit of a deep dive into, and create a story that you can then share back with leaders to help inform the decisions that they're making on a day-to-day basis. At the start of any analytics journey, the analysis on the data is going to be quite reactive and retrospective, but as that maturity develops, being able to overlay payroll data with other business functions provides a really great opportunity to use that data to inform real-time decisions. A great example of where I've seen this work phenomenally well is where workforce planning data and sales data work in sync to inform rostering decisions ahead of actually incurring that employment cost.
I think there's two sides to this that we see. There's definitely an angle for payroll analytics in terms of assessing your compliance, but also when you're thinking about what you can use payroll analytics for going forward, we see a really strong alignment in terms of workforce shaping and looking at roster optimization as well. So these are key things to understand where your costs are, where you can get some efficiencies that will lead into bigger strategic decisions.
I once heard a story that effectively said that if you actually analysed your payroll data and looked at the sick leave balances and how someone's actually running down the sick leave balances, you'd actually be able to predict when someone might resign. So there's actually a lot of information through your payroll that you don't appreciate. So running that analytics over your payroll information will provide a lot of insight that you might not be expecting.
So I guess I'm also seeing another angle there, and really is around what I'm sort of seeing out there as well, that a lot of times I go and talk to customers, they have multitude of systems. They've got multiple payroll systems, multiple databases, multiple instances. And I guess if you've got multiple systems, it's pretty hard to actually get a single view and some really good insights and some insightful data as well to be able to draw some good conclusions and some good decision making there. So I guess it really is around being able to maybe pull these systems into one more single system, have a single data set that looks over it there, and that give you far better, more and accurate reporting.